Thank you very much, Christian. Honestly, I see an excellent number of attendees, so I would like to greet them by their timings. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. I hope that you are keeping good health and staying safe. As Christian mentioned, I'm from DP World UAE region, which is located in Dubai. And DP World UAE region is at the heart of DP World as a group. It is the home of the flagship Jebel Ali port and the premier hub to a region of more than 3.5 billion people. If we go down to Jebel Ali specifically, Jebel Ali consists of 4 terminals, which is Terminal 1 and Terminal 2 and 3 and 4. And it's the largest seaport in the Middle East and ranks among the top 10 container terminals in the world. The container handling capacity has grown from 18 million to around 22.4 million TEUs. And Jebel Ali Port has been voted best seaport Middle East for 24 consecutive years. If we go to the next slide, in my opinion, if we speak about any complex operations in any industry in the world, there are 5 major challenges that must be tackled and managed well to achieve the corporate objectives of the organizations. With no sequence, those challenges, as they are mentioned here in the slides from 1 to 5, start by automations, then safety and optimization, and operations continuity, and finally the cost of your business. The ecosystems of the port and terminal operation consist of many components such as yard, quay, gates, control rooms, including the vessel and yard planning and equipments, and many other components. So if I link the 5 challenges that are mentioned here in the slides with the port and terminal ecosystem, I will say that to choose the best TOS terminal operating system for your company, it means to choose the strongest heart that will populate the blood to all organs in a balanced and healthy way. If I give some examples for things that we want to see in any TOS or things that we will consider in the selection process of the terminal operating systems in general, we would like to see the following. The first one would be an automated yard and vessel planning processes to reduce the manpower or reuse them in other areas. The second one, you would love to see safety aspects to reduce or eliminate major injuries at work by bringing a remote operations concept. Then also we would love to see a reduction of unproductive moves and increase in the productivity of the yard equipments. In addition to that, systems availability is very important. Here we talk about 24/7 availability, as TOS is a mission critical here in Jebel Ali. And I'm sure that it's the same in all other terminals all over the world. Also, a real-time support to troubleshoot the issues, provide quick fixes, hot fixes, and finally, we talk about cost. So we would love to see a reduction on the maintenance cost, including support and licenses. So those are general things that we would love to see in any system evaluation or a terminal operating system evaluation. If we go to the next slide, after a careful evaluation of all factors and constraints, we decided to merge the expertise of DP World Jebel Ali team and the expertise of ZODIAC team to build a state-of-art terminal operating system. And we called it Jebel Ali Virgin, which includes but not limited to the following. We have 10 features here in the slides, but I will try to summarize some of them. And I will start with where Paul started his presentation on advanced planning automations, where systems automatically does the pre-planning based on movements files. And here, less user intervention is required. And we found out after the implementation that it reduces the planner's work by around 50%. Another solutions from ZODIAC is the auto yard planning, where yard strategy team, which is a very important team in any terminal, creates only the rules and no need to define any yard range. The system will automatically define the yard range against outbound carrier berth. Another important feature that we saw is the control room process automation, The system here, or ZODIAC, Jabal Ali version, automatically distribute the workload and set the chi range without any user intervention. And we found out after the implementation that it reduces around 60% of the workload of the control room users. And that shows great benefits to us, where those efforts could be redeployed in other urgent and important operational tasks instead of the admin tasks. In addition to that, I'm trying to link to Paul's presentation, we are talking about advanced yard crane scheduler, which is named in the industry as YCS. And here, the system will schedule the equipment to handle the job using optimized methods based on rule-based engines. And the ARMG in our terminal, which are considered as a critical equipment, will be deployed dynamically based on the workload in the terminal operation. And finally, if I go to point number 9, let me talk about RTIS, which is a remote tally information system. And RTIS, or the tally job, is usually unsafe jobs under the cranes in a very industrial and busy area. So we achieved a great success here in Jabal Ali along with ZODIAC team to move those tally man to the offices to achieve the remote work. And we enabled many technologies, including OCR cameras and image analytics. And this helped us to optimize the workforce, and it had a direct effect on the productivity. And currently in Jabal Ali, one RTIS clerk can work with minimum 3 to 4 cranes in the same time. Those are some of the features. I know there are many others, but due to time, I would love to go to the next slide. And in this slide, I will touch upon some of the unique technical features that we saw here in Jabal Ali once we implemented ZODIAC. The first one is we achieved a seamless high availability options and on-click disaster recovery switches, where system provides a great high availability by default without any manual interventions from the users. This is a unique DR feature with always active feature. In case there is any failure, as you know how Jabal Ali is critical to Dubai, to UAE, and to the whole region. In case of any failure in the main site, the system automatically will fail over to the other site. Another option which we found technically here in Jabal Ali is the availability of the unique monitoring tools here in ZODIAC built in, where you won't need any additional monitoring tools to monitor the daily trends. It has it already built in with all the features. The third one is the simulation tools, which touch upon a very critical point or phase in any system implementation in general. Here we talk about the testing phase. And the simulation tool that ZODIAC offers, it helped us to do the application testing, the performance testing, regression testing, and all are performed using this simulation tool. This tool, one of the great features of it, also suggests an optimization methods, so we can tweak the parameters, the operational and planning parameters based on the output of this tool. The last technical feature in the slide, but not in ZODIAC, I want to speak about the self-awareness alerts, which got created automatically based on abnormal behaviors in the system. These alerts got captured in the system logs automatically and integrated with the real-time system alerts, dashboards, and email. If we go to the next slide, in the previous slide, I have mentioned the unique modules of ZODIAC that got developed along with the UAE region team. Also, I talked about the technical uniqueness of ZODIAC. In this slide, I will highlight other aspects to answer a very important question that Mohamed Rahma started with, is why ZODIAC? The answer is ZODIAC is offering a unique advantage as it got developed using the expertise of global terminal operator leader and the global trade enabler, which is DP World. The second point is online training platform. Training is a very important thing. We have users in the operations. We have remote users in any terminal operating system. So Yes, we have a support team in Hong Kong, but we still need our people to support the operation on day-to-day activities. So ZODIAC is offering interactive operations training platform with videos, quizzes, and scenarios-based questions, which will build any terminal's internal capabilities to support day-to-day operations. And last but not least is the professional implementation team, which we saw here in the panel discussion. And I can say that 80% of the implementation team came from terminal operations background, and it helps a lot in explaining the operational requirements. The final message which ZODIAC is carrying to all sites, including Jabal Ali, is we are not only implementing TOS, we are optimizing your operations to make it more efficient. Thank you very much.